What is up, everyone? This is SwordKing090, and this is going to be Operation Blackout episode 20, the 20th episode of the Operation Blackout series, where it's going to be a series that we're going to be encasing the entire world in Obsidian Blocks to block out the sun. So we still got a lot of work to do, and of course, sad from last week that I haven't had a lot of time, but at least for this week, I was able to manage to do 2 live streams for Operation Blackout to get a lot of progress done in terms of the amount of hours that we were putting into it. So I'm very happy about that. And now there's going to be a thing that I've talked about in the live stream, which I want to talk about today. And it was also a follow-up to Operation Bedrock that I was able to find another network. That with last week when I talked about being dropped from Maker and I was going to join Curse, and now I've applied and I'm accepted to Curse, but I'm not officially partnered by them as of yet because that I still have to wait up until the end of the month for this month. So once that happens, then I could easily go ahead and go to Curse, go through the process, and then officially be partnered by Curse. For a lot of the messages and questions I had for Curse, they were able to respond back to me in a quickly manner, and it's just a whole positive vibe that I get from Curse, the whole positivity and everything along the matters of that, which makes me happy to go ahead and say that I'm going to be officially partnered by Curse around April. So for that time being, there's going to be a transition that I possibly won't be making too much money for the first part of April, but by the end of it, then that's going to be a deal, which still hurts to know that I will not get, well, the full full monetization until around mid-April or towards the end of April. So for at least 1 month, I'm not going to be able to make a lot of money, which not so bad. It's better than making no money at all, right? So that's going to be a little bit of a perspective to look at. And there's the little wolfies right here. Oh, beautiful little wolfies. I love them so much. They're so adorable. Except for some of the other texture packs that they are under, but you know, you get the idea. At least here, they look realistic and they look pretty cool too. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to be jumping into this end portal and we are going to go ahead and mine some more obsidian. I know I've done it in the live stream, but progress has to be made somehow. And a lot of progress has been made. That we've already leveled out 2 of the towers. Well, 2 more towers, then we just have to go straight down to y-axis 3. So we also have a beacon right there, and it is a 4-tier beacon that has haste 2 on there. So with efficiency 4, that makes it haste 6, and with efficiency 5, it makes it haste 7, which sadly we don't have that many efficiency 5 or efficiency 4s to begin with. It's not like Operation Bedrock where we have a lot of enchantments at our disposal. But for this one, we are pretty much starting from the ground up. But I'm very happy that we were able to get a lot of iron thanks to Mr. Dead Guy, Steve, Hero SMO, Flats, and as well as Papa Lags helped out a bit. And of course, I did say why try guys, didn't I? I believe I did. But Flats, why try guys, Mr. Dead Guy, Hero SMO, Flats, and as well as, well, Papa Lags. I'm sorry if I already repeated the names, but I just want to make sure that I got all of the names down. I don't write anything down. Everything is just free flow at this point. So if I somehow manage to repeat myself more than once, then yeah, that's going to be an ordeal right there. So we have 8 towers to mine all the way down to y-axis 3. So that is a lot of obsidian. First time around, we only had 28,000. I believe the second time around that 2 of the towers actually go all the way down, so we will get more blocks. So possibly we may get up to 30,000 blocks, but I'm not too sure yet. We will find out once we actually mine every single one of these towers all the way down to y-axis 3, and from there we will know exactly how many obsidian we could actually get. And of course, we're not going to go for the last floor right here because it's still a risk and we may not get all the blocks necessary, or we may not even get all of the blocks regardless because it would just possibly fall down to the void. So we're not going to bother going for that. So that is one of the things that we're going to be doing, just mining a lot of obsidian during the live streams while I'm talking to you guys and the music is playing, any topics. A lot of my friends came on by, so I'm very happy about that because I was able to continue on with the conversations, reminiscing the good old days, especially with servers and things like that. Very happy that they showed up, like Universal Sloth and as well as, well, Tweety or the Phantom Songbird. very happy they stopped on by. And as well as I'm very happy for everybody else who stopped on by for the other live streams I've been making, especially when it's nothing related to Minecraft. So I'm just happy with the turnabout, especially when I am playing more games that I am enjoying. I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying Minecraft, but it's also nice to just play something that is different from Minecraft and have people there to support you playing different games, not just the same thing over and over and over again. And what I'm currently live streaming is Legend of Zelda Master Quest, which essentially it's like the way that Legend of Zelda was supposed to be made, but instead we got Ocarina of Time of what we have right now. And you could possibly dub the Master Quest like a little bit of a mod that just rearranged how the dungeons are formatted, so that could be a perspective of that, but I loved it. I love how Master Quest was a little bit more difficult, where you had to do a little bit more things. Some of them was quite easy, some of them was quite tricky, especially when some of the things that you just don't even know what's going on. You just have to find out for yourself. You have to think of, how does this work? How does that work? Like striking, apparently you have to do like shoot cows and Jabu Jabu's belly, which no one would have thought that would be a thing to activate switches. And also some of the paintings in the water temple or in the bottom of the well, and I believe also that it's going to happen in the shadow temple, that if you were to shoot the pictures right there or the paintings, that you activate switches. So that is something that was not a thing in Ocarina of Time, so that's another thing to think about of, this is what it's supposed to be. Some people like Master Quest, some people hate it. It's just, as I see it, if we would have been playing Master Quest to begin with and then played Ocarina of Time, then we would complain on how Ocarina of Time is easier than good old Master Quest. And the one thing that's still the same between Master Quest and as well as Ocarina of Time is a lot of the gold sculpturas that are all around the actual map. So all the placements are still the same. The only thing that's different is the placements, or are the placements, in the dungeons themselves. So that's the only thing. You have to do a little bit of backtracking, because some of the items you need to get in the future dungeons, you have to go back to the older ones to finally get all the sculpturas out of there too. But I just absolutely love Legend of Zelda. I love it because it is my very first game I have ever played, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I know I haven't actually played the original NES, which I have that for the GameCube. I have the Collector's Edition, which allows me to play the original, and as well as Zelda 2, and also I can actually play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the GameCube too with the Collector's Edition. I pretty much have like probably 5 different ports of Legend of Zelda. One for the GameCube, one for the Nintendo 64, one for Master Quest, and as well as the Virtual Console on both the Wii and the Wii U. So I have so many different ports of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I just love it, honestly. I know that's overhyped and overrated at this point, but you gotta understand that it's my very first game I have ever played, so I will always have a bias in saying that it is my favorite game. And for the time being, when I was actually 100%ing it, I was sick and tired of it, because it was the first time I've ever 100%ed it, and I had no idea. But now that I know where everything is at, and I've already planned things out, I made it fun for myself again. And especially in Master Quest, when I'm able to get so many items and do a lot of things early in the game. Because for one instance, before I even went to the 3rd dungeon, Lord Jabu Jabu's belly, I had, I believe, around 36 sculpturas, 10 full containers of hearts. I was able to get myself the Lens of Truth early in the game, as well as the Nehru's Love. Or no, Pharaoh's Wind. I was able to get that early in the game, and also the Lens of Truth by doing a glitch that allows you to enter the bottom of the well early in the game, which you have to hang onto a ledge in the well, and then as you're on the very tip of the ledge, you have to press B twice. You swing your sword, and then you press B again to do the jump slash, while only when Navi's icon shows up. Because when you actually activate Navi's icon while you're at the very edge of the well, when you talk to Navi, it negates the effects of the water, so you sink all the way down to the bottom, and from there you start swimming, and then you have to go towards the entrance, and then you're able to enter the bottom of the well early that way. Love it. I love doing the glitches. It made the game so much fun, especially when I'm able to get so many things ahead of time. And another thing that with the recent live stream that I was able to go ahead and get the long shot early. I went to the water temple. That one of the glitches you could do to get the long shot without even having to do a lot of backtracking is that once you talk to Princess Ruto, where she swims to the top, go ahead and, well, this is a Master's Quest, by the way. So the bottom of the well glitch still works on all versions, but the long shot early access only works in the Master Quest because in the Ocarina of Time, it's placed differently. You get the long shot after you defeat Dark Link, so you could get the long shot early in the game. So in Master Quest, back to what I'm saying, that in Master Quest, you go to the second floor, you'll see that there is a big chest right there. Just put on the iron boots. You can't open it underwater, so what you have to do is use your hook shot and pretty much put it on the chest, propel yourself to the chest, and press A as soon as before you land so that you can open it. You'll see a brief open icon to open the chest underwater, and then from there, you get yourself the long shot right off the bat. Simply does it. And another glitch I have done was to get the golden skill as Young Link. It's pretty easy, but first get yourself a piece of heart. That you get the piece of heart by capturing a 7 to 9 pound fish. Get that out of the way. Just get that out of the way, you're good to go. Or if you really want to do it the other way around, you could actually get yourself a golden scale before you get a piece of heart. This is what I actually did because it made it a little bit more easier. That get yourself the 7 to 9 pound fish, which is usually located at the reeds at the far end where you see that there's a crack in the wall. Usually there's the 7 to 9 pound fish. Go get that first. Do not get the 10 pound fish. Just get the 7 to 9 pound fish. And what you do is that as soon as you say keep the fish, you go to the center of the pond and then you L target, or at least you move your camera towards the door, and from there you hold R. And as you're doing so, I believe it's R. It's either L or R. I gotta remember which one it is. Okay, it's L targeting. So you hold L target, swim towards the counter, and talk to the clerk, and then he'll give you a gold scale instead of a piece of heart. Now to get it, just catch a 10 pound fish. Afterwards, just go back. The 10 pound fish will always be at the center where you see the curved log. You don't even have to be on the curved log, just fish it from the shore and you're good to go. And then afterwards, you could go back as an adult, catch a 20 pound fish, or actually no, because since you're, oh wait a second. You don't even need to go back there as an adult unless you really want to get the 20 pound fish. So yeah, I am getting myself confused here because this is exactly what I did, because I thought I could get a second piece of heart, but instead I got 50 rupees. But if you really want to get the 20 pound fish as an adult, by all means, go there and get yourself the 50 rupees. You won't get the golden scale, you'll just get 50 rupees instead. But that just saves a lot of time that you don't have to go back there as an adult if you are going with the speedrunning tactics. But back to what I was saying with the recent live stream, that I was able to go to get some of the pieces of heart early by exploring some glitches. I was also able to go collect the Bolero of Fire. I was able to get the Serenade of Water, get the Iron Boots early, get the pieces of heart along the way. And the amount of Skulltulas before I even entered the Forest Temple, I got 65 or 66. I don't remember exactly the number, but I'm already 2/3 of the way done with collecting all the Skulltulas. So I'm very happy about that. And I was also able to go ahead and get myself the Requiem of Colossal. I think that's what it's called. Just you go to the Spirit Temple and get the song when you leave the area. Now I just have to finish the Forest Temple, go back to Kid Link, and then finish everything else that I need to get. Get the Skulltulas out of the soil, plant some of the seeds, and as well as, I'm trying to remember another thing that I have to do as Kid Link. I'm pretty sure that's all I need to do. Oh yeah, and also go ahead and get the Sulphur Gauntlets out of the way just by going to the Spirit Temple before I even enter the Fire Temple. That's how broken you could actually have the game be if you don't want to do anything in order. That's what makes the game more fun. I didn't want to do an order. I wanted to get everything out of the way before I even go ahead and finish the game. So within the next maybe 2 live streams, I should be done with the game by now. The only thing that's going to take the most time is the Poe hunting thing. just Poe hunts, because of the fact of the matter is that you have to get 10 of them for you to get the final bottle, which is going to be annoying, but I have to do it if I want to 100% it, and then I can finally say that I 100%ed both Ocarina of Time and Master's Quest. And especially that I've never 100%ed Master's Quest. But still, if you want to see the past live streams I've done, even though probably a lot of time has been fooling around because I was still trying to get the hang of the game, especially when I'm trying to do some glitches, because there's some glitches I'm still unable to do. But at least I'm able to do the mega backflip more consistently. I just cannot do the hyperextended super slide well. I'm still learning how to do that, but that's the reason why I can't be a speedrunner, because I won't be able to get that done in time, and especially when the world record right now is 17 minutes and 13 seconds. There's no way I'll be able to get to that magnitude of a speedrunner, unless if I were to practice a lot, but there's so many tricks and glitches you have to learn, especially when it's a lot of frame perfect glitches. Who knows? Maybe one day, or that I'll find an actual game that I would enjoy speedrunning that I won't get sick of. We just will never know. Unless if I actually find a coach to teach me how to speedrun Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in person, then maybe I could actually start speedrunning the game. Maybe I could actually be a competitor. Who knows, right? Speedrunning would be a lot of fun, really. And it's funny how I actually went to a topic from good old joining a new network all the way to just talking about a live stream. You could tell that I'm having a lot of fun with the live streams, and I encourage you guys and I ask you guys just to join in, just to talk to me. Even if you don't like the game that I'm playing, just be there to talk to me or talk to anybody else. It's just more of a small little community that we could actually start up, so that it's just not the same thing every single week. Let's just be honest, we all play different video games, and we all don't like to play the same one over and over and over again. Even though we play a lot of it, even if it's our favorite, but it's always nice to change things up a bit before you start hating it. But in a recap, that I am going to be joining Curse. Once Maker Studios release me from their contract and they release me from their network, I am joining Curse, and for the transition period of probably 1 month, I will not be making any revenue from my videos unless it's very instant. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know, but it may be a little bit of time before I'm able to make revenue once again with my channel for that time being. So that's going to be a little bit of a doozy, especially when tax season's already around. And then of course next year I'm going to have to get 2 of the 1099 miscellaneous C if I'm not mistaken. But in any case, that's going to be a thing that I'll have to worry about next year. And as well as that, I'm having so much fun with live streaming a different game. So much fun. Just playing Legend of Zelda Master Quest, and also I will announce it here, even though I've announced it in my live stream in its own, that I will be playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Wii U. So if you want to see that game, I will live stream it after Ocarina of Time. And to be kept updated, then follow me on Twitter at SwordKing090, or even subscribe to this channel, because hopefully the notifications work for the live streaming. If it doesn't, I will always tweet out the live stream regardless, so that more people could see it. And who knows, maybe I'll actually tweet out more live streams and promote my Twitch channel, so that if YouTube is not working out for live streaming, then I could possibly grow an audience on Twitch. We will not know until time has passed on by. But hopefully, throughout the weeks, I'll have a little bit more time to do more live streams. We'll just have to wait and see. But until then, this is going to be the end of this video. I want to thank all of my friends for helping me out, especially with the live streams and things like that. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping on by just to talk to me or talk to anyone else in the live stream on its own. Also, let me see here before I forget. I will talk about this in good old Operation Bedrock. It'll be like a consistency, and especially when I will talk on Operation Bedrock to have people watch this video as well. But until then, this is going to be the end of this video, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, then please subscribe. And until then, have a great day everyone. I am SwordKing090, and as always, I will see you guys again in the next video or live stream. Till my time is gone, I've never
felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.